They said they cleared the school. It was a private school. Hmm. Such a freaking mess. Hi, Jamie. Did you hear about? I just now heard about this shooting at a private school in Wisconsin. I'm waiting on the police are supposed to give an interview or a presser here in less than 10 minutes. So, hope you're doing okay, girl. You all right? This is a shame. Hi, Ann. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Just going live for a little while because I just was flipping through, got a message about this school shooting in Wisconsin. It's just I'm okay. I was gonna lay down and take a nap, but I mean, it just seems like no, they have at least here in Indiana, they have one more week of school left. Just I don't know if there's been any casualties or if they've got the shooter. I don't know anything. I just turned it on. Hi, Jovel. This just happens way too much in our country, y'all. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I was fixing to take a nap and I got a message that there was another school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin. There's going to be a presser done, and they said in less than 10 minutes on it. I don't know if there's any casualties or if they got the shooter or anything. So I wanted to go live, and um, this is just a shame. This hits close to home every time this happens for me and for a lot of people in this country that have been through a school shooting and lived through these days, waiting for your to make sure your kid's okay, and then when you find out they're okay, but wait 8 hours outside of a school to be able to touch your child, it's terrible. Just a country boy from Oklahoma. Does anyone know about the one in Tuttle, Oklahoma? No, but Boomer Sooner, baby. Um, I birthed a child in Claremore, Oklahoma, and I married someone from Tulsa. Just sent out Christmas cards to Oklahoma. So welcome. When was the one in Tuttle? Hi, Ann. How are you, honey? Yep, another one, sweetheart. Just terrible. Oh, so this isn't the school. I thought this was the school. This is the reunification center. Y'all, when they sent my kid and all the kids from the school, uh, ours was at the high school for the reunification. It took 8 hours from the time he got to the school to the time that he was released to us. It was terrible. Nothing in the news about Tuttle, Oklahoma. Huh. Wow. Wait a minute. 11 a.m. I'm either 1 or 2 hours, so it just happened. Wow, and they're already allowed to walk in and get their kids. That's amazing. Terrible. I pray not. I pray nobody's gotten hurt. My house is a wreck. Everything is a wreck. I'm just tired. I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning.
Any moment now, as soon as that starts from Madison, we will take you there live. But we're giving you a live picture from Madison right now. This is a staging area, as you can see near a gas station, a quick trip there for when Madison police
Wow.
will give us an update on this. Here's what we know right now. Just before 11:30 this morning, reports first came in of a shooting at Abundant Life Christian School. This is a small private school on the east side of Madison. It serves students anywhere from kindergarten through high school. And later on, we got an update from Madison police saying there were multiple reports of injuries from this shooting at the school. That's as much as we know at this point, as we've heard from parents at the scene, that they were trying to get updates on where their students and children were taken to
Wow.
from this school, both evacuated and sheltering in place there. And we are hoping to learn more from the chief of police in Madison again once that press conference starts any moment now. But what we know at this time,
Your husband left for 6 days. So guess what? I clean only the essentials and resting as much as I can. I feel that, girl. Um, it's not my husband. It's my own freaking problem that I have. I wish I didn't have the problem I had, but I mean, I'm better than I used to be. That's the truth. But I still have a little bit of OCD with the cleanliness. Hi, Scooter Boy. There was a shooting in Madison, Wisconsin at a private school. It happened about an hour ago, I guess, and we're waiting for the presser on it. How are you? Nice car.
Another just kind of sign of the times as we are so close to the holiday season here, just 9 days before the Christmas holiday. This Christian school held their Christmas concert just last Thursday. So you go from traditions and holidays and the joy of the season to what the parents.
He doesn't ask me to, but when he isn't around, you can lie to yourself and say it doesn't matter so much. I get that. We don't know yet, Scooter Boy. They just said on the news that there were several casualties. I don't know if they've gotten the shooter yet or I don't know anything yet. I just came live right away when I saw it. Where are you from, Scooter Boy? Are you over 18?
You can see plenty of cars pulling up. You can imagine parents trying to get to that school, figure out where their children are, what exactly is happening here as we try to fill out more details for you on this school shooting.
You're from the UK. Well, welcome.
There's a long line of cars as we're seeing in this again.
Quite a few friends over in the UK. That's nice.
Any moment now
My co-host
on the air
on my channel, she's from the UK. She's from Liverpool.
in Madison, and then a separate staging area where the chief of police is supposed to give an update on what they have learned. Both the Dane County Sheriff's Office and the Madison Police Department. As you can
Well, sub up, Scooter Boy, and hang out with us, honey.
to this school just really within the last hour or so. The first
Thank you for being over 18. Not that right now it really matters. I mean, I'm not,
happened just before
I'm just covering this. I'm not talking about things that kids shouldn't know about, but
traffic in the area as you're seeing those cars passing by.
I'm from Indiana
Around here,
in the US.
more information on what
Yeah,
exactly is supposed to happen for parents trying to
it's really nice to meet you.
get them home safely as they get updates as well. The moment the chief of police has an update for us, we will take you to that staging area for more. But there was a Facebook post from the Madison Police Department relaying that there were multiple injuries
Peggy,
in a school shooting at Abundant Life Christian School.
did you see the video I left on your page about the New Jersey? I did not.
To that shooting
I'll go and check it out. Is it on my
across the state and across the nation, unfortunately,
is it here? Is it on YouTube?
school shooter drills and how you respond
Scooter Boy, are you from Liverpool as well? Is that what you mean?
here in Milwaukee. That's the case throughout southeastern Wisconsin and in Madison as well.
Do you have a thick accent? Maggie's got a really thick Scouse accent.
School in Madison. We have
Okay, I'll check it out. Hi, Anointed Praise. Hi, honey. Thank you for being here.
sister stations in Madison to try to get you more on this.
No, sadly. Would you like to be in Liverpool?
Madison Police Department that there are multiple injuries from this school.
Yeah, it's saying it's multiple injuries, you guys. It's not saying any deaths though, so thank God for that.
Previously showing the flashing lights, showing some of the response, but when it comes to actual information on what firefighters
Unfortunately, this is a monthly thing in our country.
from the chief of police and from officials in the Madison area. But there you have some of the response. It looks like officers standing by the door there as they were dealing with this. Some parents that we heard from
Thank you so much, Anointed Praise, for hitting the like. I appreciate it.
said that they saw the students coming from the building as well. So that would be good news for those parents, but it remains to be seen who exactly was injured and how many people have
Let's go. We need a presser. Let's go. Let's go.
that update from the Madison Police Department via Facebook saying that there were multiple injuries reported. We're staying with you here on Fox 6 at fox6now.com as well as the Fox Local mobile app, trying to get you
Does it happen because in America you're allowed pew-pews illegally, aren't you? No, well, legally, yes. We can carry, yes. It happened. I personally don't think that it has to do with the fact that we are legally allowed to own weapons. That would be like saying that somebody who went and drove drunk and harmed somebody, that we're gonna blame the rum they were drinking, right? No, this is about people who are freaking idiots, who choose to do wrong and very bad things with liberties that they've been given. But most of these people are not even legal, because there are people in our country that aren't legal to carry weapons. I mean, you have to have a permit and all that, but even if you took them away, I mean, people would make them, people would get them, smuggle them, everybody would still have them. That's the truth. Hey, Sean. Hey, Hope's Echo.
police. We are also trying to figure out for parents in the Madison area what they are supposed to be doing at this time. We haven't
Yeah,
received any word on where exactly
we live in a lawless world, y'all. We do. We really do. It's just
where that kind of
people have lost their minds. There's not enough ass whippings going on is what it is. Not spanking our kids. And you need to spank your kids. I know that that's not a good topic. A lot of people don't want to hear it. It didn't hurt me none in the long run. Now, done properly. And I'm a law abiding citizen, by God. Oh, here comes the chief of police, guys. Hopefully, we're going to get the presser here pretty much. Hopefully, they got him. Usually, see, that's the thing about these. Yeah, hold on.
Say thank you for coming and talk about how important the media is to our community. But the truth is, today is a sad, sad day, not only for Madison, but for our entire country, where yet another police chief is doing a press conference to speak about violence in our community, specifically in one of the places that's most sacred to me as someone who loves education and to someone in schools. So I'm gonna tell you what I know. I'll answer any questions that I can. There'll be a secondary briefing that our PIO will let you know about, okay? Around 10:57 a.m., our officers were responding to a call of an active shooter at the Abundant Life Christian School here in Madison. When officers arrived, they found multiple victims suffering from gunshot wounds. We train on this almost quarterly. The last time we trained on this as commanders was approximately 2 weeks ago. The protocols are simple. Stop the killing, stop the dying, find out who's doing this. The officers did that. They did that adamantly. We had officers from around the county and around the state that came in support of this particular incident. Officers located a juvenile who they believe was responsible for this deceased in the building. Additionally, the officers began administering life-saving efforts to anyone who was wounded and making sure that those persons were transported. What we know is that a total of about 7 persons were transported from this scene to area hospitals for treatment. We know that at least 3 people have lost their lives, including the juvenile person. I don't have any other information about those persons who have lost their lives, and I'm not going to release that until we have, of course, spoken with family members and ensuring that they are fully aware of this tragic scene that occurred today. I want to thank all of the law enforcement partners and community members that came out to help. Our friends at the ATF. I've gotten calls from my friends at the FBI, the State Patrol, the Sheriff's Office, Monona Police Department, our fire department. It goes on and on and on. Because this is something that we all prepare for, but we hope we never have to do. As you can see, we have a unification center that was immediately set up where parents and guardians and loved ones and grandparents wanted to get information about their loved ones, and we wanted to make sure that they were unified immediately. So we were doing more than one thing at one time. We're still going through methodically clearing that school, clearing every vehicle, and making certain that there's no other threats to this community, which we believe there are none. We immediately alerted our mayor's office, and I've been on the phone with her and her office constantly. We also alerted Madison schools. We put the schools on lockdown, but there's no threats to the MMSD schools at this time. But we wanted to make sure that we did our due diligence in this particular case. Again, we're still going through, collecting evidence, collecting information, making sure that our community is safe from what is a sad day for our community and for our country. And we have to do a little bit better. I don't have all the answers that you want right now, but I will tell you this. We have some of the best officers in the entire country. Our detectives are amazing. We're going to go and work hard and go through this scene so that we can piece together what exactly happened. Again, there'll be another briefing in about 2 hours, and if I have additional information, I will certainly let you know what that information is. Again, around 10:57 a.m., officers responded to an active shooter. They responded per our protocol. They found the person who they believe was responsible, who was down, deceased. We know that it's juvenile. We know that there are other persons who have lost their lives. We know that we've transported about 7 people after giving them life-saving
Oh my God, you
measures. Also
guys.
important to notice too,
That
about
is
3 miles from
terrible.
here is our training center.
Oh, my
Today,
heart just,
our
oh,
special event team medics were in training. And so they
oh,
got to
God.
practice in real time. They left the training center immediately and came down here and doing in real time what they were actually practicing for. And that's why training is so important and making sure that we can provide the best possible training and the best possible response for our community members.
Yeah, it was, sounds like it was a child, so maybe even a student that goes, that's usually what it is a student.
To a community, but this time it's
Man, you guys.
Dylan.
Yeah, can we start with your questions? Chief, you mentioned you're a father, you're the police chief here in Madison. What emotions are you feeling right now after going through all that?
To be honest with you, I'm feeling a little dismayed now. So close to Christmas. Every child, every person in that building is a victim. Will be a victim.
Yep, they will.
These types of trauma don't just go away.
Nope, it doesn't.
We need to figure out, try to piece together what exactly happened. Right now, my heart is heavy for my community. My heart is heavy for Madison, and we have to come together as a community to figure out what happened here and make sure that it doesn't happen in any other place that should be a refuge for students in our community.
What sort of gun-related policies and studies were enforced at the school?
Mm.
I'm not aware that.
Oh my gosh, you guys must be so scared, and their parents must be worried sick. You're correct, Scooter, yes. And what's worse is this is Christmas time and not even the end of the year yet. Yeah, and you guys remember, God, I can't even think because now my brain is it scrambles every time something like this happens. But what was the one school shooting that happened right 2 weeks before Christmas time, like 8 or 9 years ago, where all those children were murdered there? Yes, even the shooter's parents. Well, you know, I have to tell you,
Yes, within that setting, yes, thank you. We believe the shooter was a student at the school.
yep, they believe that a shooter was a student.
We know that they range from minor injuries to life-threatening.
Oh, God. You know the deal with the parents of a shooter, and I think it swings both ways, you guys. I mean, you can be like the parent, Sue, I think her name is Gleebold or something like that. Anyways, that was one of the parents of the Columbine shooting. I adore her. She has used a platform to go around and talk to schools and students and communities about, you know, her son and what he did and what are the clues that parents should be looking for. But like in our situation at my son's school shooting, I have nothing but I still to this day want to walk up to them parents and just punch them in the face because A, it was the father's gun. B, this boy, the police were called twice to this kid who shot in our school. The police have been called twice because he was walking down the street with a weapon, you guys, and nothing happened. Obviously the parents didn't put these weapons away. He ended up with one in the school and shooting 2 people. And so yeah, whenever, I mean, it's just one of those things. It depends on, you know, if the child has some kind of history with violence and stuff, and if the parents aren't doing anything to get them help, like in our situation, or the situation with Sue Klebold, who is one of the parents of um, one of the Columbine shooters, you know? It just, I mean, I think for the most part, a lot of parents don't realize it. And I don't hold them as in like I don't like them, but I do believe no matter what, if your child gets your weapon from your home and goes and harms somebody else, parents need to be held liable for that. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think parents need to be held liable and they need to do time. Come on, come back. No. Um, it's terrible. I'm trying to get back to it. I don't even know where the hell I was. There he was. Okay. Hi, Joyce. I don't own a pew myself because I wanted to teach my children that they are violent and no solution to any problem. Yeah. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Bees. Hi, baby. Kids have full control over the parents in the world we live in today. Just saying. I'm speaking from so much experience. Yeah, a lot of kids do have the parents by the balls. That's the truth. Andy, Annie's art life, then I probably would go take a shower. Just saying. I tried to discipline my son. He threatened to call the cops on me. Wow. At what age was that? Hi, Annie's. How are you, honey?
On the first day of this week is very sad. So, what is law enforcement?
If you guys are here, please do me a favor. Hit the like for me. If you feel like subbing up, sub up. I'd appreciate it. At least 5 are deceased, including the shooter, you guys. Man, this just breaks my heart. It just guts me. It guts me. He's a handful, and he's... Ooh, 3 and 4. Ooh,
They just went through a training like this just 2 weeks ago, and now, unfortunately,
when she threatened to... Wow. My son threatened that when he was 14. I told him, okay, call him, keep in mind. Take at least 25 minutes to get here, and who knows what all could happen in that time. He never threatened again.
As the FBI, how does that all get correlated and coming onto the
I'm sorry to hear that, Annie.
Yeah, so as you can see, as the cameras picked up coordinated law enforcement response.
I woke up with her standing over me. No one had my law.
Police officer, not only from Madison, but nearby. What type of schools?
Bees, is she dealing with any kind of mental health problems? Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. Will you hit the like for me? I appreciate it so much. My daughter did the same. I told her good. She could go live in foster care. Yeah. I spanked my kids, you guys. I didn't beat my children. I spanked my children when they needed it. I was spanked. I don't know what the answer is. All I know is that I raised my children not to be their friend. I parented my children. I was their parent. Now that they're grown, we're buddies. We're friends. They're my best friends, actually. But when they were young, I was their mother. and they were by God going to respect me and um,
deal with that threat.
everybody
And
else.
of course, to continue
Um,
on with looking for possible
until
additional
given
threats.
reason not to. That's,
And then
you know, I'm
being
55 years old, you
fiercely
guys, and I respect
victims of
everyone.
safety.
This whole respect is earned, not given. I don't believe in that crap. I respect every person as a human being. It's your choice what you want to do with that respect that I'm giving you. If you want to be a little asshole or
No doubt we'll be going through
you don't deserve the respect that I'm giving you, then we can switch it.
inside the home.
But I give respect just because you're a human being. And it doesn't matter if you're a little guy or if you're my elder.
And in this case, it
That's
sounds
just who I
like,
am. And that's the way I raised my kids. You respect people as being human beings. You keep boundaries, but you respect people. And the minute your boundaries are crossed, then you just walk away. They're nobody, you know? Kids get away with way too much today.
their shooter, and then of course to indicate that it was a self-inflicted.
Yeah, low quality Cinti.
So
There's one of them. There's like 8 of them here.
you're
This is the big family tree, though. It looks prettier at night.
into a very chaotic
Thank y'all for
state,
being here. I
and then
appreciate you
be
so
able
much.
to, identify who in fact is your threat. And then once you
Thank
have
you.
that threat, the immediate threat, as the chief said, there's
Hi,
no
Scooby.
tertiary, a third, um,
I raised mine the same way, and they're good, respectful as adults as I am. That's right, Anne. That's right.
be able to go through, first and foremost, who is this individual?
You can lovingly discipline your children without losing your cool, without screaming your head off. But, I mean, parents are weak. Kids are throwing a tantrum on the floor. What do they hand them? A phone or a laptop? Get them to shut up? No. Go lay in your bed until you're done with that and come on back. It's good to have you guys here. How are you the person that we're talking about? What does that mean? I'd like to know. The law and the cops didn't have my back. The cops called me at 9. Said her daughter's Googling how to. Wow. Wow. And how old was she? She was 14?
Counselors will be coming on in the coming days. The school will no doubt be closed for some time. But talk about maybe the community response from a shooting.
Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Will you hit the like for me if you feel like subbing up? Please sub up.
Yeah, so like the chief indicated, this is a private.
I think tonight when I go live, before I go live, I will pull up what happened at my school and the news and everything that happened at my school and or at my kids' school, and we'll talk about it tonight, just as giving you a perspective of a mom that's lived through this day right here, and it was terrible. It was probably the scariest thing in my life. Hi, ma'am. Who's PC there? What do you mean? That one over there? It's mine. That's usually where I sit and go live from.
The necessary resources and support for all the members of
Wow. Bees, that's terrible, honey.
and their families alike.
Impatient. Yes, hope. Yes. Is there any way to get her into inpatient care?
Start planning for what we hear as of the news conference by funerals.
Hope everybody's doing well today. There was a shooting in Madison, Wisconsin at a Christian school. There are at least 5 deceased, including the shooter who is believed to have been a student there was at least 7 people that were transported with minor to minor injuries all the way up to life-threatening injuries. And this just runs too close to home, so I went ahead and fired up. She kept threatening me and trying to off me, and I told her that if that is my faith, would you please just do it and be done? Wow, Bees, this is 1 hour from you, really? My friend's dad tried to unalive him when he was a baby. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Annie's. My son's in jail right now. Hate to say it, but it's the best place for him right now. Jamie, nothing at all wrong with thinking that way. Nothing at all wrong with that. Sometimes it is the best place for them.
For all those within the crime scene units and the investigations, it is eerily to hear. There's so many loved ones who are calling, reaching out.
This is terrible, you guys.
That will continue on for
9 days before Christmas, right here. This is not that it happened in May, June, July, August, September, all the other months, you know what I mean? Isn't just as horrific. It is, but you just think, it's a time of
however
hope
text or call
and newness and excitement. And that's what it's supposed to be this time of year, and just breaks my heart.
Looking at this scene for quite some time. This is the reunification area in Madison where the parents and loved ones are going to meet up with their.
Why is there so much criminals in the world? Why they unalive other people? Honey, because we're a lawless world. I mean, people have no respect for humankind anymore. People don't have integrity. People are too busy mimicking other things. People don't keep themselves busy enough to keep their minds from creating havoc. And I mean, today's just a different world than it was 20, 30, 40, whatever years ago back.
And then, of course, your
Um,
parents, you're talking about shock. You're talking about perhaps
that's why.
another medical emergency for someone who doesn't quite grasp the urgency and, of course, the chaotic scene. And so that
Hope's Echo, I believe that as well. I think some people are born with problems. I believe that as well. But it's so much rare in my place. Where are you from, Scooby? Where are you from, honey?
patients will have some sort of identifiers, just so that they can go to somebody and talk. It is also law enforcement doesn't have all the answers, and so it is everybody rushing to a scene, especially for those that don't
Saudi Arabia.
already
Yeah, well,
certification
there's the
in some
difference,
sort of
is your
facility.
laws are different than ours here. You guys are much more stricter than we are. And unfortunately, fortunately, let me get this right. Fortunately, I live in America. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people here that are just so offended and whiny and little shitheads. And we cave to every little thing that's going on. That's why.
Because until you have
YouTube survey question, which is better, Big Mac or Whopper? I'm going Whopper 411. I'm going Whopper with cheese.
law enforcement and the support personnel are there to just help people breathe through it and be there as both physical and mental support with them.
No doubt. And Scott, thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now.
Thank y'all for being here. If you haven't subbed up to my channel, please do so. I appreciate it so much. The officer said that they were going to give.
We want to continue on with the coverage here out of Madison. Of course, we have the different live shots available.
They said they were going to come back and do another presser in about 2 hours, you guys.
Joining us here today, we want to continue to update you on the breaking news that we are centered in on Madison, Wisconsin, at least 5
What about you, 411? What do you think is better? A Whopper or a Big Mac?
suspect.
I want to know.
The one here at the center of the investigation, and the juvenile.
I love American people, but some American people, the things they do, I don't like it. Yeah. I'm not offended by you saying that. A lot of Americans are a bunch of whiny, woke people that are offended and need diapers, and it just pisses me off. You're a Whopper person too, with cheese, I hope, because you got to have the cheese. Even though it hurts my stomach really bad, but I need the cheese. Whoppers are the best. And I worked at McDonald's, but Whoppers are hands down the best. This is the chief of police there in Madison, y'all. He just gave a presser about what guys, 5-10 minutes ago. They're going to be doing a updated presser here in about 2 hours. I love Donald Trump. Saudi Arabia also has strict pew-pew laws, just so you know. Absolutely. Hi, CW. Yeah, laws are way more strict than ours are here.
Last time we trained on this as commanders was approximately 2 weeks ago. The protocols are simple.
And Scooby is so cute.
Find out who's doing this. The officers did that, and they did that adamantly. We had officers from around the county and around the state that came in support of this particular incident. Officers located a juvenile who they believe was responsible for this.
That's heartbreaking.
Additionally, the officers
Heartbreaking.
began administering life-saving efforts to anyone who was wounded and making sure that those persons were transported. What we know is that a total
Annie, you're allowed your opinion, honey.
were transported from this scene to area hospitals for treatment.
I used to live in Madison. It's normal to pew-pew all day. Really, bees? Really?
I don't have any other
I would love to see more pictures of him. Your English, I think you're doing just fine, Scooby.
and ensuring that they are fully aware of this tragic scene that occurred today. I want to thank all of the law enforcement departments.
So the center, the building that they're showing next to the police officer is the reunification center. So in other words, they got everybody out of the school, probably put them on school buses. They're taking the kids over to this place. They're telling all the parents to meet at this juncture right here.
As you can see, we have a unification center that was immediately set up.
Is that Kieran? Because that's a damn cool name. If it's Kieran, that's a damn cool name. Is it Kyron or Kieran? Are there any other Western nations where you can carry? I don't know, honey. I know in the UK you can't. I don't think in Australia you can.
We immediately alerted our mayor's office, and I've been on the phone with her in her office constantly. We also alerted Madison schools. We put the schools on lockdown.
When I had my oldest, I let. When I had my oldest, I left when he turned 4. Annie, are you from the U.S.? I don't understand why medical services are so expensive in the U.S. Are you guys from the U.S.?
I don't have all the answers that you want right now, but I will tell you this. We have some of the best officers in the entire country. Our detectives are amazing. We're going to go and work hard and go through this scene so that we can piece together what exactly happened. Again, there'll be another
Okay.
in about 2 hours.
Well,
Have additional information. I will certainly let you know what that information is. Again, around 10:57 a.m., officers responded to an active shooter.
The only reason I was asking that, I don't mind you guys being here. I have a lot of people that come in from all over the world here, and I adore it because I love learning about your guys' country too. But when people ask me why I like Trump or love Trump, I can automatically tell they're not from the U.S. So I could see how being outside the U.S., there's a lot of people in the U.S. that don't like Trump. But I would say that the majority understand him and realize that we need him in office right now. Absolutely. What part of Europe? I spent 6.5 years in Germany.
our community.
We do have many great freedoms in the USA. That's right.
To
That's
send
right.
your heartfelt wishes and prayers and thoughts.
Thank you,
Yet
bees.
again,
Hopes it's allowed in certain places like farms, but there are strict protocols, and you even go through a psych test before you can get a permit to have one. They also come check you're safe. I love that.
to be honest with you, I'm
I'm
feeling.
autistic and I feel like it's really hard for my mom,
So close to
and it
Christmas.
makes me feel like I'm a
Every
bad.
child
No, baby, you're not a bad person for having autism. No. Go talk to your mom. Have you talked to your mom about how you feel?
And we need to figure out, try to piece together.
About that you're worried that your condition makes her life harder? Go talk to her. I bet, I will bet you that
Any other place that should be a refuge.
she will tell you that she loves you regardless, and you don't make her life harder. You can't help that. Crime is very, very low there. And hardly ever any burglaries while you're at home.
It's a school, it's a safe space.
I can't wrap my hand around Americans having pew-pews, but I guess it's what society you grow up in, and it's normal for you. Yeah, it is. I mean, this will never be normal to me. Never.
I'm not gonna give any information about
Hello, badass. This will never be normal to most Americans. Um,
sure that we can notify people.
owning weapons, yeah, that's normal. But this kind of violence is not normal to us. I have to go high school for autistic people. Wish I could go to normal high school. Annie, thank you for being here.
That's correct, yes, sir. That's correct.
The seven that were transported, are there three fatalities within that seven or addition to that?
Yes, within that seven.
JB, did you hear this on the news?
Shooter was a student at the school, yes.
What can you tell us about the status of the other transports?
We know that they range from minor injuries to life-threatening. I know that's a huge, spectrum, but that's what we know now. And so we need everyone, again, to send your thoughts and your prayers out to them. One thing I do know is that we have some of the best medical care in the country here in Madison, and so we hope that everyone will recover.
Yeah, it was a student of the school, they believe, and he's deceased.
5 deceased at this time, 5 injured. So total 10.
Again, this is a ever evolving situation. Just hearing that.
My name is Leanie. Nice to meet you.
That we have to do a better job.
If you're over 18, sub up.
Monday, right? So close to Christmas that we're updating victims. And so there's a lot of work that has to be
Police say
done.
they found him deceased, so he must have, yeah,
Just ask for your patience.
yeah.
I think the most important part is the reunification.
Yes, Annie, that's correct.
About making sure that those persons,
Thank you so much, Scooby. I appreciate it so much.
whether it's staff, students, or what have you.
Thank y'all for being here. Do me a favor, hit the like. I appreciate it. If you haven't subbed up, please consider doing that as well.
Here from the ATF, they're going to help us. I heard the question about the gun. I don't know yet, which is why we have a great partnership with the ATF.
Wow, the ATF is coming in. Did you hear that? Nice.
So I'm gonna leave it at that, and we will have another press conference. Stephanie has the location.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
2:30 at
That's what my family and friends call me as Leanie.
Fire Station 14. Steph, can you confirm the 5 who are dead? Does that include the shooter? That doesn't
It
include
was,
the shooter.
yes.
Students, teachers, a mix?
Yeah, again, we're not gonna talk about that until we notify all the families that may be involved.
Thank you, Annie. I appreciate that, honey.
This is an ever evolving situation, and we're trying to figure it out. What did you say?
I don't see it, Ann's, because you guys are that good. And I appreciate it. I had a close call last year at one of my kids' school, and shortly after my friend's daughter had one at her school. And yeah,
Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
I try, Annie. They examine the weapon. The ATF runs the serial numbers. Nice. Nice. We didn't have the ATF here when that happened.
Madison, Wisconsin,
But then again, the one that shot up our school, he was already known to the police. His parents did nothing.
this news here that we are following for you all in real time right now. And again, this breaking news does continue. We are getting some new information as well. Abundant Life Christian School said in a statement, prayers requested.
So far, 5 are deceased, and that's
At ALCS, we are in the midst of following up. We will share
what?
information as we are able. Please pray for our Challenger family here. And just reading some other notes here from Fox 6 Milwaukee, as well as Madison police said that there are multiple injuries following this.
Did he just say what I think he said?
Christian School on East Buckeye Road. Officers were dispatched to the scene around
Come
11
on, I need to put new batteries in this.
there.
Goodness gracious.
Still an active investigation as well. The police chief saying that today is a sad day, not only for Madison, before our entire.
Did he just say that there's another active shooter?
The police chief is doing a press conference to speak about violence in our community, specifically in one of the places that is most sacred to me as someone who loves education.
Can I just not rewind regular news? See, I don't even watch regular news.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes. Officers were dispatched to the scene just before 11 a.m. When police arrived on the scene, they found multiple victims and the shooter deceased.
Murder so bad out. Yes.
Police chief indicated his officers were trained for a situation like
Can he
this.
put subtitles on? Honey, I don't know what the heck I'm doing here, to tell you the truth.
Trained to stop the killing, to stop the dying.
Oh, there. I can get it right there. Hold on. Wait. Down, down. No, up, over. How do I? I'm trying to get down there. I can see. Okay, let's see.
To be honest with you, I'm feeling a little dismayed now, Chief Barnes said. So close to Christmas, every person in that building is a victim and will be a victim forever. And these types of trauma don't just go away. And we need to figure out.
I can't get to the subtitles, honey.
Exactly happened. The ATF is already on
I'm sorry.
and assisting investigators from Madison. Parents of students at the school are reuniting with their children at a center about a half-mile from the school, and that's what we're looking at right here. Madison police expect to have another update on their investigation around 2:30 p.m. Central Time, so in about 90 minutes from now. Governor Evers, Wisconsin.
Well, this one is a student that did it, and usually when students do it to their own schools, they have beef with someone in the school, and sometimes they're mentally ill.
And are grateful for the first responders who are working quickly to respond. This was put out a little bit ago as well from Senator Ron Johnson from Wisconsin, saying my sincere condolences and prayers for all the victims of the tragedy at Abundant Life Christian School. I will continue to closely monitor.
Hi, Richard.
And again, we are looking at right outside the center there for this reunification where parents and family members of their loved ones scramble to in the midst of such tragedy and a traumatic experience to get a text or to get a phone call saying that there has been a shooting at your son's or daughter's school has to be so heartbreaking. And again, our thoughts going out to everybody affected with this. We know that at least 5 dead, including the shooter, 5 others injured right now. And those range from very minor to life-threatening injuries. We are waiting for another news conference to be happening in about 90 minutes, and we'll be bringing that to, of course, everyone right here on Live Now from Fox, all in real time. As soon as we get that feed, we push it.
I feel bad for the families, too.
But this call came in just...
Hi, Megs. How are you, honey? So good to see you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Can't imagine how the parents are feeling right now, right, Kieran?
In just moments, all right here.
It's terrible.
From Fox, but again, the police just giving that latest update. We'll play it out for you in just a little bit as well, in case maybe you're just coming and joining our coverage here on Live Now from Fox. of this really rolling.
Leaning,
and,
going to
a
Oiler
very
site,
fluid
hanging out later.
situation
Okay,
that
Richard, I'll be
continues
on
to
later
play out
tonight.
in Madison,
Hope to
Wisconsin.
see you then, honey. Be
All right,
careful. Have a
we
good
wanted
day.
to
I will be on my
cross
normal
that bridge,
time
though, and
tonight.
continue to bring you the very latest concerning the situation coming out of Madison. I do want to bring in our next guest here to help break down the situation and really the response now going forward from what we will see from law enforcement.
I
So this
need
is a
my
friend here
coffee.
of the program. This is Randy Sutton. Thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox, retired lieutenant from the Las Vegas Police Department, who, unfortunately for yourself,
She's got all the Christmas blankets with her.
Randy, thanks so much for joining us.
And my robe. She pulled them all into her.
Again, on another tragic incident.
Yeah, we so are, and once again happening
And there's
at
Nunu.
a school, and learning from that police news conference just a little bit ago that the suspect was a juvenile, came into his own school and shot. We don't know if it was both teachers and students or what the breakdown is. We'll learn that in the next go around here from the updates. But we know that this juvenile, just a week away from Christmas break, decides
Right.
to do the unthinkable.
Yeah, a week away.
It's shocking. I guess it's maybe we shouldn't be shocked after how many shootings have we lived through now. But what I've gleaned from the small amount of information that has been released, the
Anne's
suspect
place.
was found dead in the
You think the
school when
coffee,
law enforcement
the dog
made
need
entry.
that one right there?
They're reporting
She
about 5 people
will drink coffee.
dead,
He will not.
including
And then I have a cat that likes
and
Diet
other
Coke.
people injured.
Anne's place.
Now,
Did you
the chief
live
made
through a
comment
school
that
pew
said that
pewing as
no
well?
officers fired their weapons. So the question is, how did the
In
shooter
life,
wind
whether
up
don't
deceased?
spend with family, be
We know
happy and do
from
bad
the
things
past
and
very
just do
often
good. Their loved
these
ones. I don't know,
situations wind
Scooby.
up
That's a good
with
question.
suicide by
You
the
have so
shooter.
many guests
And,
watching the
I
news
would
with
think
you.
that
That's
that may be the
impressive.
situation here.
Thank you, Marion G.
We know that sometimes
How are
how
you?
these things shake out. Does the
Good to see you.
shooter,
Thank you for
wake
being
up in
here.
the day, okay, they know, okay,
But
this
my
is the day I
son
plan to
was,
do this, and
oh
I
God,
know
Anne, I'm so
that either I'm
sorry.
gonna get shot by police or I'm gonna do it myself. Do they already know that going into it, or does it just sort of
I'm
happen
sorry, Anne.
naturally?
I knew
That's
that.
played out.
I'm sorry. I should not have asked.
Almost
I knew
all of
that.
these school shootings that take place
Scooby,
wind up
your
with the
English
death of
is
the shooter,
perfect.
either by their own hand or by law enforcement. So I think that the individual
No,
made
she, Ann P,
honorable decision to go
she
ahead
likes
and
coffee.
take the lives of
He
innocent
doesn't,
people.
but my
We'll see what
cat,
the outcome was going to be.
Wednesday, likes
That's
Diet
what
Coke.
it is.
Anytime I've got Diet Coke sitting in a glass, she's always drinking it, always. Then I had another golden retriever, my very first one. These are both golden retrievers. She is an English cream. And my first golden retriever, she drank red wine.
What was the motive? Were there any indications that could have been red?
No, I don't live alone.
This investigation literally hasn't even begun yet, and there's still
There's
gonna have to
Nunu.
deal with
To my Nunu.
the aspects of
Hi,
the
buddy.
investigation that are on the ground.
Well, hello,
A
Newt.
massive crime scene.
Hi, bud.
You're talking about
What are you doing? You still all wet? Y'all, it's been pouring down rain. He's soaked. He's been outside. So is she. She likes the rain. You can see mud on her. That's Newt. This is my buddy. You my buddy, bud. You my buddy, bud. Yeah. Okay, bees, thank you for coming in. Yeah, red wine. I couldn't freaking believe it. I thought she had just spilled it, and then she was licking it, like when she was a pup. And so I cleaned it up, and, and then I'd had another glass of red wine, and she was drinking out of the glass. I was like, oh my God. So from then I didn't leave my red wine sitting on the table next to the couch anymore. What do I think about the LGBTQ community? I don't think about them.
He might have been staying, as well as search warrants for his devices.
Randy, what let's also talk about how the police response has changed throughout the years when we're talking about an active situation and an active threat that's going on at a school. We look back at the
Do what?
of Columbine, and we saw how that response was when Columbine.
Because I'm not
happened at
sure
the state
how much it costs to send over there.
now
It's
that
going
is
to
all
Australia.
different. Maybe explain just how now police approach active shooters at schools.
I am from Indiana. Where are you from?
With the years, whereas, every one of these horrible, situations.
I'm gonna listen. Please be respectful and no dirty talk until I get back. It's not Leany after dark yet, bees. I'm being have.
That the old tactics were ineffective and allowed shooters to continue their attack without law enforcement entering the building. We realized as a profession, this is not an acceptable response any longer. So the response has now changed to you get in that school as soon as you possibly can and you try to take out that shooter.
Hi guys, thank you for being here. In case you don't know, there was another school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin at a Christian school. So far, we know that there are 5 deceased, including the gunman who was a student there. That's what we know so far, you guys. Do different states have different gun laws? No, we have we just have national law. Hello, little girl. Oh, no. God, get down, you're heavy. No, we have national laws. I mean, each state has different laws of different things, but not when it comes to gun control. Lunchy. Just got off work driving home. It's terrifying to work in the school, y'all. It's just horrible. I hadn't heard this. Yeah, I'll bet, Lunch Lady. Lunch Lady is a true lunch lady at a public school, you guys. Get home safe, girl. Ditto. It means me too, or I feel the same, or something like that. So when someone says, I'm so hot, then you could say ditto, means that you're hot too.
Do change as fast as the investigation continues to grow, but I just wanted to update our viewers on that one. Now, Randy,
I'm in Indianapolis, Louise. Where are you at?
this investigation just in its infancy.
Thank you guys for the likes. If you haven't hit it yet, please do that. If you feel like subbing up, please sub up.
Of doing this, and what else will they be looking at into the family members of this juvenile?
Well, that's a great question, and you can guarantee that when the search warrants are executed, the search warrants will be for the property and also for the devices of the people in the home to determine, and of course, the weapon. Where did the weapon come from? Who supplied it? This is going to be a critical question. Did the juvenile have possession of a weapon that was given?
Oh, Megs, thank you. Louise, I'm not sure where that is, honey. Where is that? Thank you, Megs. I appreciate that. I'm not always nice. Only when need be am I mean, but for the most part, yeah. I don't have no reason not to be nice to people. It's Christmas tree on your right side. Yep. Yep. This is just this one's the family tree. Then there's about 8 of them total in the house, but this is the big one.
Or do they put it on, on social media these days, or is it common or is it not common for these types to?
I used to be the secretary in a secluded elementary. Had to lock the school down once. I was always terrified. Oh, God.
To get the attention and give reasoning for it in their polluted minds.
Well, Lunchy, hopefully this is your last year doing it, sister.
In order to take an action like this, where you bring a weapon into a school and you murder your classmates and or your teachers.
Every single day at work, that's right.
Sick individual. And,
It's sad that you go to school to work or go to school and you have to be scared.
Detail. Did this individual have problems at school that were made, that the school was made aware of? Did this individual suffer from mental health issues prior to this? Were the parents part of this child's life in that they played an active role? Or were these parents that that had issues in the past with their child? Was the child ever arrested?
Megs, are you from the South, honey?
Did he
I think you're from the U.S., but are you from the South? You don't have to tell me what state if you don't want
These are
to.
all questions that need to be answered and will be part of the investigation.
Before our viewers, if you just give some perspective when we hear of the number of 9 people being injured at a school, 3 dead now, including the shooter, just give a perspective on how quick that could happen inside of the building.
We had another school shooting here in the States. So that's what we're watching right now. They've got on they changed it. At first they were saying at least 5 were deceased, including the shooter. They changed it now to at least 3 are deceased, including the shooter. I was born in Iowa, but lived in VA most of my life, now in PA. Oh my gosh, you live over there where I want to live. I love Pennsylvania. I would love to hang out with the Amish people, and I really want to move to Vermont, I think. I'm pretty sure I want to move to Vermont. Leanie, I had to strap my Christmas tree to the coffee table so my 2 dicks would stop knocking it over.
It can literally take just minutes to open fire and kill that number of people.
And Randy, lastly, I do want to talk about.
Oh, thank you, Scooby. I appreciate that. Tom and Jerry was the bomb. I loved Tom and Jerry growing up.
The perspective from law enforcement and for those that are now just going through this crime scene, this huge school that is now just one big crime
Yeah,
scene.
Tom and Jerry's where it's at.
Emotional souls of first responders that will be now in this building for hours on end, looking at these very, very graphic images of.
I love the Amish good. Took my kids to see how they lived when I first moved here. Was a big eye opener for them. Yeah, I'll bet. Indiana has some Amish. They just aren't very welcoming. Sometimes I go over to Ohio. They have quite a few Amish people over there. They seem to be more welcoming. But we used to have an Amish store, and then the freaking state decided they wanted to put no kidding, a highway through it. And so they, took their land from them. They had been there for like 30 years. And we used to go there all the time and buy Amish goods and stuff. And now we can't because they're gone. I just think it's terrible. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, that's good too. Lenny, I don't like it when media goes into these debates before anyone has even gotten the full. Right, I know, and I'm sorry. We could turn it down just a little bit because. Sorry, I'm just in my own little world here, not even thinking. We have Amish. They have a wonderful store. I love them so much. I've got a couple Amish made things. I've got an Amish basket. It's gorgeous. And I've got an Amish rug. It's just a little throw rug that usually my dogs lay on because I usually have it in front of the TV. They lay there, or I put it up on, because that's their couch right there. And so I'll put it up there so they'll lay up there. but they're gorgeous. You American people are so normal, nice, not like movies. Real. That's adorable. So in the movies, you think all Americans are mean? That is adorable. Oh. Well, I'm going to tell you, not all Americans are nice either. That's the truth. That's why we got this going on. I live in Little Mexico as well as Amish land. I can't wait to get out of this dang place. Oh, bees. I drive for the Amish. Really? I wouldn't mind having that job. No, listen if you want. I'm just saying instead of being respectful. Right, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can watch American commercials. I haven't seen a commercial in forever because I'm never on regular TV. Really, bees? I don't think there's enough around the Indianapolis area. I would have to go like much further north to get to the Amish people. All right, y'all. I'm going to shut this down. I just wanted to touch base with everybody. And I just couldn't believe we were doing this again today. Couldn't believe it. I'm going to be on, you guys, at regular time. It'll be 1:30 a.m. my time. If you want to join us, join me then. We'll talk a little bit about this case. And I'll bring up, I got my headphones in, you guys. So I'll be able to bring up some stuff and use my computer tonight, which will be nice. I used to clean for an Amish family. They pay extremely well. Wow. Wow. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Thank you for being here with me. You guys mean so much to me. I love you so much. Y'all pray for these families. Really. Pray for the victims and pray for these families. And even the shooter's family, you guys. Pray for the shooter's family. This is a tough day. Thanks for being here. Hit the like on your way out. If you haven't subbed up yet, please do that. And if you can't be good at it. Send me some pictures. It's okay, bees. No worries, babe. No worries. No worries. I sound clearer. Probably because I've probably got my finger over the damn microphone. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you guys tonight or early in the morning if you can get there. If not, I'll see you on the next live. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye. Thank you.